So Anna, can you tell me about your mother's decision to ultimately file a lawsuit against the film or theater for racial discrimination? Why did she go ahead and do that?
I think my mother was so tired of having places in Fillmore where she couldn't go or she couldn't work. When she was first looking for work, I think I may have told you in passing that she had tried to get a job. She had skills that she had um, gotten in high school with stenography and type and learning how to use a typewriter. She could type 100 words a minute, but she couldn't get a job in an office or a business in downtown Fillmore because of the color of her skin.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing she could get was a job at the packing house or as a domestic cleaning houses. And she always resented that. And I think she was so tired of being discriminated against, even having been segregated in church, having to have Mexicans on the left side and Anglos on the right. So I think she has thought enough was enough.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
seeing these two braceros walk into the theater, light skinned and light hair, it really hit her and made her realize how much this was all based on the color of her skin. Because they were able to sit in the center aisle with nobody, not the usher, not asking them any questions. And then when they started teasing my mother, like, "Ah, you have to sit on the sides," and it was friendly teasing, but still, you've got to sit there, and we're over here.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the last straw with her. And then being asked to leave the theater by the police chief, and she didn't want anything to do with it. And I think that's why she tore up the tickets and just threw them in his face and didn't take the money back.
Wow. And so she went to seek legal help, right?
Yes, they went to seek legal counsel in Los Angeles. It was suggested to her that she go to the consulate there with her friends and ask for help. And they were very ready to move on this. I think they connected them with uh, someone that could help them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so the attorney filed a lawsuit in 1944, right?
Mm-hmm.
After this has been going on for a while.
Right.
And then in the lawsuit, right? Do you know what happened? What was the result? Because it never went to trial, but they filed the complaint and it's all there in the court records.
Mm-hmm. Right. When she was talking to me about it, or my children, she never mentioned anything about. She mentioned suing him, but she never mentioned them going to court um, for any reason. So I just assumed. But she did say that they had each gotten $500. So I assumed that they were, um, they didn't want to take it to trial, and they just decided to settle for $500 each, which she was very happy with.
And what did she do with that money?
She went to Los Angeles and she bought herself new outfits, clothes, shoes, and purses and whatever.
Why
Yeah.
does she like to dress up? Why do you think?
She loved to dress up because I think she wanted people to know that she wasn't just, una rascuacha from the
Mm,
barrio. That she liked nice things. That everybody likes nice things, and I think she really wanted to make sure. And all her friends were that way. The photographs that I have of my mother and her friends on Sunday afternoons or whenever she took their picture, they're all dressed to the nines. They're just beautifully dressed, impeccable, hairdos and their makeup and everything. And it's just like, geez, it's a Sunday. How can you be? I mean, Sunday for me is a day to relax, but they were always dressed so
your
nicely.
mother reminds me of Rosa Parks because she was defiant. She had enough, and she also wanted to show that like we have dignity too as people, as
Absolutely.
Mexican people, and we deserve to be treated equally.
Absolutely.
It sounds to me very similar to
Yes.
her story.
Yes. Definitely. And she hated, didn't hate, but she despised people that came from the community, from the barrio, that, just went along with whatever. She couldn't stand people that just went along with everything. It's just like, don't make waves. She says, if you have something that you really want, if you feel that something isn't right, then you need to speak up for yourself.
Hmm. And it's this incident, right, that really